Are you there? Kayla and I just arrived at home. Is there anything you need that I can pick up for you? I can stop by anywhere and pick it up on the way to your mom's house.
No, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Also, just stay home today. There's no need to come over here.
Huh? Are you sure? Will that really be all right? Won't it be hard if you're all alone at your mom's house?
I'll be fine. I think it'll be a lot better if you just took a break today.
I mean, okay, but are you really fine with that? Did something suddenly happen that I need to know about? If there's something wrong, I really am fine with helping.
No, I just know how much effort you had put into taking care of my mom, that's all.
I mean, I guess you could say I put a lot of work in, but I feel like taking care of her was the only thing I even managed to do well. She was such a help to me too, after all. I'm really grateful for everything she's done.
You shouldn't go talking about yourself like that. I think you've been a really big help, don't you? With how little I've been able to do thanks to work being extra busy, I know I've basically been leaving everything to you recently.
I mean, yeah, but that couldn't really have been avoided. It's not like you can tell your boss to not give you more work and expect him to listen.
Well, the thing is, near the end, Mom just seemed to always be angry with me. It's like the only thing she knew how to do anymore was shout at me.
Oh, she was? What do you mean?
Well, sometimes I went to see her when I had days off from work. I just figured it was a good idea to stop in and see how she was doing, you know? She had nothing but praise for you, don't worry about that. She constantly talked about how helpful you are. But she completely went off on me, saying I'm completely worthless as a son and all sorts of other stuff. She also always made sure to tell me, "You've got a good wife. You better be grateful that she's willing to stay with you, too." That attitude never really stopped all the way until she passed away.
Oh, wow. So she had been saying all that nice stuff about me to you, huh? Maybe it would be better if I headed over there after all.
Huh? What makes you say that? I'm telling you it's fine. Just stay at home, okay? Let me handle this. It's more important that you spend time with Kayla right now. With all that's happened lately, she's been feeling really down too. She could really use your support. Even if she wasn't a fan of me in the end, I can still take care of what's left over here. I'll have to get used to her not being around anymore anyway.
Okay, if you're really sure. Well, I'll just spend some time relaxing with Kayla at home then.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'll actually be staying here for 2-3 days or so. There's apparently some issues with the funeral planning that are going to keep me stuck here for a while. It's pretty frustrating. Things just won't settle down.
Oh, really? If it's keeping you stuck there for that long, it sounds like things really are a bit of a mess. Is there anything I can do to help with the paperwork or something? Maybe I can make some calls or help keep things organized.
No, I can figure this all out myself. You just go rest.
But, Ryan…
Look, I've decided that I want to handle this myself, okay? You've been helping with everything for so long already, so I want to actually manage to get something done on my own. It's not like there's a lot else I can do other than this anyway. I'm pretty pathetic, huh? Anyway, please just let me handle all this paperwork and whatnot myself.
Okay, I understand. Well, let me know once things finally settle down and you intend to come back, okay?
Yeah, I will. Good night.
Good night. Make sure you get some rest too, okay? I know how hard things have been. Today, we attended my mother-in-law's funeral. My husband, my daughter, and I all owed a lot to her, so we're really feeling her absence now. Though I'm glad we were able to take care of her well all the way until the very end. Ryan's work has been really tough for him recently, so I quit my job and focused on taking care of her myself. We were actually planning to have her live with us so it'd be easier to tend to her, but maybe she was worried about the change. But she said she preferred to stay where she was and refused the plan outright. Thinking back on it now, maybe it would have been better if I pressed harder for her to live with us. She and I had gotten along very well, so much so that it honestly felt like she was a second mother to me. At the time, I had started to notice a thing or two, but I had decided not to act on anything yet. I felt that it was important to find the right time to speak up.
Today's a day off, right? For both you and Kayla, I mean.
Yeah, it's a Saturday, and we don't have anything planned, so our day's pretty open. How are things over on your end? Do you think you'll be able to wrap things up nicely? Things have gotten better over here, so if there's anything you'd like my help with, I'd be more than happy to go. Just give me the word.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's all good now.
When you say it's all good, what do you mean? Do you mean everything's all taken care of already? Wow, that was really fast. The way you made it sounded like you'd be stuck going through forms for a while longer.
From this point onward, you are fired.
Huh? What? Fired?
Now that my mom is gone and she doesn't need to be tended to, I have no further need of you. You have outstayed your usefulness. Take Kayla and go move back to your parents' house as soon as you possibly can. I have no further need of you and don't intend to continue providing for you. You may have thought that you could just live on what I earn doing nothing but eating what I provide, but I will not permit that any longer. Layabouts like you need to get out.
Oh, is that so? Okay, I understand. I will start getting everything packed up and get Kayla ready to leave. Once everything is taken care of, we should be able to start moving out. I don't think things will take very long.
Huh?
What? Did I miss a word or something? I don't really know what there is to misunderstand in what I told you.
No, I'm surprised you're taking this as lightly as you are. No questions, no cries of, "How could you do this to me?" No arguing.
I mean, sure, I probably would have reacted that way if I hadn't seen this coming a mile away. Speaking of which, you weren't even at your mom's house at all except for the day the funeral happened, were you? I'm pretty sure you went someplace else after that, right?
Huh? How do you know that? What, were you following me or something?
No, I'm not exactly one for doing sneaky things like that. I had already known about what you were doing. It's not like you would be stuck in paperwork days after a funeral anyway. That was just obvious. It's true, I wasn't exactly sure how you would play things after the funeral, but it looks like up to the very end, I read your every action like a book.
What do you mean, you read my actions? What are you talking about? What sort of horrid things are you saying now?
Oh, you think I'm saying something horrid? Setting aside your standards for horrid, I can assure you that the feeling is mutual. Frankly, I was wondering about whether you had caught on to me already moving or not. I honestly was getting a little worried for a moment.
Wait, what? You keep saying things and not explaining any of them. I can't keep track of everything.
Well, let's make it easy then. I actually just got everything moved out this morning. So when you told me to get out, I just thought, wow, I timed that perfectly. I really had a good read on the whole situation, huh?
You already moved everything out? When did you have time to do all that? Wait, where are you even going? You don't even have anywhere to move to, don't you?
Yes, I do actually. I'm going back to my parents' house, of course. I'm doing the exact same thing as you are. Now that I don't have to tend to your mother anymore, I don't really see a reason to stay together with you anymore. Even Kayla feels the same way. If I remember correctly, she said something along the lines of, "Now that Grandma's gone, it's painful to even be around Dad at all."
Even Kayla said things like that. Why?
What? Are you actually telling me you're shocked at hearing that? That seems pretty contradictory to what you were saying moments ago. Didn't you just say you wanted both me and Kayla to leave?
Well, I said that, yeah, but...
Clearly you don't need either of us, right? You don't think either of us are important to you at all, and you just want us out of your lives, right? I'd feel terrible for Kayla if it were anyone else saying that. Luckily, to me, my cute little daughter is absolutely indispensable.
Don't start getting all cynical on me. You've deliberately misread my intentions to make them sound as bad as possible. I just thought that if a daughter could only be with one parent, I thought it would be better for her to be with her mother.
Yeah, I'm not about to let you go and act like you're just respectfully stepping away from the situation, considering you are the one ordering us both out. Anyway, your stuff is all that remains in the house now. Feel free to do what you like with what's left there. Nothing else there matters to me.
Okay, got it. Wait, hold on a second. Aren't you a full-time housewife now? How do you expect to make a living? Especially with a daughter to take care of.
Oh? What, you first tell us both to leave without a care? Now you're worried that I don't have a job? What are you all worried about all of a sudden?
Well, Kayla's in middle school now, remember?
Yeah, and? What about it?
Well, before you know it, she'll need to get ready for high school entrance exams. The best schools always have them. Can you really make sure she can study hard enough and be properly prepared for them? I can't imagine how you would be able to raise her properly without an income of any kind.
What? Did you forget that I only lack a job now because I quit to help tend to your mom? Up until your mom needed care, I was working and earning money too. Speaking of which, I've already found a new job as well, so that's not even an issue at this point.
You found a job? Already? How did you manage that so fast?
Well, to be honest, it's all thanks to your mom. Before she died, she connected me with one of her friends who's high up in a company. That friend was willing to help me get a job there once I told him how I was planning to go back into the workforce. Really, I am very grateful to your mother for helping me network. I don't know what I would have done if it weren't for her. She was the one that asked him to keep me in mind in case I needed a job again sometime.
My mom did all that for you?
It's a really good thing that I got a lot of experience at my last job. They really helped the interview process go much more smoothly. So anyway, you don't need to worry about Kayla. I'll be able to take care of her just fine. Though that's not to say I won't be needing child support from you. We'll need to talk about that some other time with a lawyer present. So you'll definitely need to have documents ready to go. I hope you've been keeping good track of everything. Oh, before I forget, we'll also need to deal with dividing the property too.
What's all this you're bringing up at once? Don't screw around with me. If you're just leaving on your own accord, how do you think you can get me to pay any of that? No judge would ever make me pay you.
Oh? I think that's what I should be thinking, no? After all, you're the one who told us to get out first. Not only that, but Kayla has a right to your support as your daughter anyway. Regardless of who wanted to leave first, she needs help from both of us. As for the property, well, why don't we think about that for a moment? You were planning to live with someone else after you chased us out of the house, weren't you? That's the only reason I can imagine as to why you would abruptly try to force us out of the house. Am I wrong? Chasing us out of the house doesn't erase the fact that I have a right to half of the property. Do you think I'd be fine with just giving it to someone else? I can't say I have much of an interest in the house itself, so I'll definitely be making a case for having you pay me extra alimony in exchange.
What? Just how much do you already know? There's no way you could have known this much about my plans. You really did hire someone, didn't you?
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, we don't need to go through all of this now. We can deal with it later. Anyway, bye!
Wait, hold on. We aren't done talking.
The thing is, I knew about my husband's cheating for quite a while already. That's why I had planned everything out so I would be ready to divorce him the moment his mother passed away and the affairs were settled. It looks like he thought I hadn't noticed what he was doing, but he was sorely mistaken. Though he was at least not completely off the mark on one thing. I did have help, though I didn't exactly hire someone to find out about his actions. After all, it wasn't just me. Kayla knew, and even my mother-in-law knew about Ryan's infidelity. Sure, she needed to be taken care of at home, but that didn't mean she suddenly lost her intelligence. She asked one of her still able-bodied friends to collect the evidence of Ryan's actions for me. Then she arranged to have her property bequeathed to me after she passed. I truly cannot verbalize how much she has done for me. I am so thankful for everything she's done. What is it? If you have something you want to say, can't you just send it to me in a text?
When are you planning on actually returning one of my calls? I don't want to talk to you over text. I want an actual phone call. I need to actually talk to you.
Oh? I'm so sorry, but I just can't do that. Just hearing your voice would make me nauseous. So, for the sake of my own health, I will only talk to you via text.
Why, you?
Oh my! What's got my cheating ex-husband all flustered now? Trouble in paradise with your new girlfriend?
I didn't go and contact you to just be ridiculed. I have a serious question I need to ask you. When are you going to be coming back home? If you don't come back soon, things will really start taking a turn for the worse.
I can't say I have the slightest idea what you're talking about. What do you mean, when am I coming back? Did you forget that we have nothing to do with each other anymore? I don't see a single reason for me to need to go back to you.
What are you talking about? It's totally fine, isn't it? I don't see why you need a reason to begin with. We were married, so it's not too strange for you to just come back home sometime, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
You are making less than 0 sense here. Leaving aside how you think it's perfectly normal for a divorced couple to come back together at all, let alone in such a short time. Don't you already have some cute new girl with you? What do you need me for? The two of you are living together, aren't you? If there's something you need, you should just ask her. There's no need for you to be asking me for anything anymore.
Just shut up already. Please just come back home. There will be serious trouble if you don't.
Yeah, serious trouble for you, maybe. Trouble for you has nothing to do with me anymore. Anyway, I'll just be off.
Are you saying you'll be fine with not being able to receive alimony at all anymore?
Excuse me?
You still haven't received a single cent from me, right? I know I haven't been paying anything. If you come back home, I'll actually start thinking about paying it. How about it? I think that should be as good a reason as any to come back, right?
I don't know what's worse. The fact that you're using failure to pay alimony as a reason to make me come back, or how you actually think I'd agree with you. Trust me, I've noticed how you haven't been paying alimony. Did you really think I would just let you not pay and not do something about it? I have a perfectly good reason to not chase you for alimony. I don't exactly need to return to you to get the money in the first place, so you're just a non-factor.
Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm the one who's supposed to be paying the alimony. How can I be a non-factor? If you've got some reason for not coming back, just say it already.
Well, I'm not coming back because I don't want to, and don't have to, regardless of you acknowledging how you're neglecting your own responsibilities. Even if coming back would have made you start paying alimony, I still wouldn't need to go back to you. After all, I've been receiving money for a little while already.
What? How can you be receiving money? I wasn't given any auto-pay forms to sign or anything, and I certainly didn't make any payments myself.
Well, within your mother's estate, there's also money she had saved up for you. If you hadn't gone and cheated on me, that's money we would have received as a couple.
What? She had something like that prepared in her estate? I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. This is something she set up while she was still alive. Since about 3 years before we started taking care of her, she told me she was planning to put all the money she had into that fund.
All of it? You can't be serious.
Oh, believe me, I was quite surprised myself. I had refused when she told me about it, but even if that idiot gets ordered to pay you alimony, he'll do everything he can to not pay a cent. Saying that, she arranged so that the fund would get used to pay me, since she knew about your infidelity.
Hold on a second. Are you saying she knew about this beforehand?
Yes, she did. I had spoken with her some time ago about how we would probably end up divorcing at some point.
You coward! How dare you go behind my back and speak with my own mother about this? I am her son. If anyone should be receiving money from her, it should be me.
What? Didn't a lawyer explain this to you already? In her will, your mother left everything except her house to me.
That's completely ridiculous. How can someone unrelated like you receive everything? There's no way that's legal. Look, whatever. Just hurry up and come back already. I'm going to make you show me all of this money you're talking about, too. Got it?
Do you really think I'm going to listen to you? If I showed you the money, you'd obviously just try to steal it from me. How dumb do you think I am?
What? No! There's no way I'd…
I'm surprised you're still trying to keep this conceited attitude even after we've divorced. You do realize you have no power over me, right? Maybe you should try doing something that doesn't confirm every single impression your mother had of you.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Your mother didn't just predict you not paying alimony. She also predicted you wouldn't pay child support. So, she also made sure to leave money for Kayla in her will, too.
Huh?
So to be perfectly honest, I didn't expect a single thing from you from the start. No matter what you try to tell me about not paying your alimony or Kayla's child support, I'm not going to think a single thing about it. So even if you haven't paid a single cent to me, don't go trying to act like you hold all the cards. You don't have a single thing to hold over me. Isn't that such a shame?
Just shut up!
Well, at this rate, no matter what you say to me, it won't make any difference. So I'm just going to leave. Well, bye! Have a nice time with your girlfriend.
Wait, hold on. You'd better work with me here. If you can't, then I can't live anymore. Joanne, listen to me!
Hey, do you really think that was a good idea? Trying to go and barge into my parents' house uninvited was a pretty ridiculous move, don't you think? You know what my parents think of you, right?
That's just how desperate things have gotten. I'm begging you. Please come back to me.
I'm pretty sure you've heard this from my parents and brother already, but Kayla and I aren't there. You realize that?
Yeah, I heard. Where are you? I'll head to where you are when you tell me, so please, where are you?
No.
Why not? Are you saying you won't even let me see Kayla again? I want to see her again. Please, I'm begging you.
Look, can you please stop this pathetic attempt at trying to play the victim? It won't do a thing. If you actually care about her and want to see her, maybe you should start by actually paying some child support. Maybe we can actually try talking after that.
But my mom already handled paying for that, didn't she? So there shouldn't be anything else I need to do. Isn't everything already fine?
What? Do you really think that because your mother planned around your terrible behavior, you no longer bear any responsibility? Do you actually believe that? What is wrong with your head? You certainly weren't taking this tone before you knew of your mother's plans. Not only that, but do you really think that a parent who doesn't fulfill the basic responsibility of supporting their child deserves to ask to meet them?
What are you talking about? Then what am I supposed to do? I don't have anyone else to turn to for help anymore.
Well, you've been saying that to me for some time already, and my response remains the same. I have no desire to help you. I am not going to help you. If you don't seriously change your behavior, I will never have any intention of helping you. If you don't intend to ever pay me alimony or child support yourself, can you just not contact me anymore? There's no real reason for me to even humor you with a conversation if you're not going to fulfill your basic responsibilities.
Hold on. Just wait. What are you even saying? The way you're putting it, it sounds like the only reason you haven't blocked me is because you're expecting money from me.
Oh, wow! That brain actually functions to some extent. So you finally noticed? Yes. The only reason I am keeping this channel open at all is so you can maybe decide to actually pay me yourself.
I thought you used to love me.
Oh, what pathetic trick are you trying to pull now? Don't remind me of my terrible life choices. A man who cheats on his wife is nothing more than an eyesore. Trying to play at my feelings just makes it all the more disgusting.
Why are you pushing me away like this?
How can you ever believe I wouldn't?
But I'm telling you, I'm the victim here.
And that's why I'm telling you to stop trying to pull the victim card. How can I ever believe that you're a victim of a situation you created? Kayla and I are the victims of your horrible behavior. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, the perpetrator.
I mean, yes, I can admit I did terrible things to you and Kayla. But I was scammed by my girlfriend. I thought that she was an amazing, family-oriented woman. She was also 10 years younger than I was.
You are utterly disgusting.
She told me that once we got married, she would be a full-time housewife and would do everything she could to support the family. But she...
Hey, I got a question for you. Is this sob story long? I can't really say I have any interest in whatever trouble you get yourself into, so I don't see any reason to listen. Can you just, well, not tell it to me? I couldn't care less.
Just wait, please. At the very least, just listen to what I have to say. The very first day we started living together, she hasn't done a single bit of cleaning. She hasn't cleaned any of the dishes. She hasn't done any laundry. Even now, there are flies all over the house, and the dirty laundry just keeps piling up.
Yes. And if you're worried about it, what's stopping you from just doing these things yourself? Are you somehow incapable of doing it?
That's why I'm asking for your help. Please, get this woman out of here.
Excuse me? Just do that yourself.
It'd be more efficient if you did it than if I did. Don't you realize that? If you came to chase her out, then we could get back together and bam! We'd return things to how they used to be. Isn't that a good plan? You get it, right? Let's become a family again.
I shouldn't even have to say this, but there is no way I would ever see you again. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Goodbye.
Wait, Joanne, wait. Please, can't you wait for me to finish? You're the last person I can ask for help.
So, after just 2 months, my ex-husband suddenly contacts me and makes a ludicrous request. All I felt was irritation as he was going on and on about his own problems. It made me think, why on earth did I even marry a guy like this in the first place? What could I have possibly seen in him? His mother was really good to me, so I was able to put up with it for this long, but ever since the divorce, Kayla and I have been living entirely new lives. And yet, I still have to deal with Ryan desperately trying to get us to go back to him? Ridiculous. I need to do something to deal with the situation once and for all. The sooner, the better.
Joanne, please listen to me. I finally managed to get that woman out of the house. So now it's totally fine, right?
Huh? Oh crap, I must have forgotten to block you. Sorry, please don't talk to me anymore.
Wait, what? Block me? Weren't you waiting for me?
I'm sorry, what? No! I never said anything even remotely close to that.
What sort of stupid thing are you saying now? I was so sure that you would come back to me. That's why I desperately got her out of my life.
Oh, did you now? I see. Well, I'm afraid that that's just something you came up with in your nonsensical head on your own, isn't it? I didn't say a single word to that effect. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I said the exact opposite.
You may not have said it, but your feelings came across perfectly.
I'm sorry, what? What delusions are you under now?
So it's totally fine for you and Kayla to come back whenever. The door is open. So please, let's start over as a family again.
Huh, you're actually serious. I'm almost speechless. Well, sorry, but I'm afraid I've been making arrangements for quite a while now. So there's not a single thing you can do anymore. You don't matter to me in the slightest.
Huh? Making arrangements?
Well, I was introduced to someone by one of my coworkers. He's someone who's the same age as me and also has already gone through a divorce. We've been seeing each other for quite a while now. So we decided we'd move in together while thinking about getting married in the future. I've been making arrangements for the move. While marriage might still be a while away, we're talking openly about it and are dedicated to each other.
Wait, what? Aren't you going a little too fast?
Oh, you think so? Well, we both felt we needed a partner for support, and we hit it off well. Nothing strange about that. We have both been through failed marriages already, too. So it's not like we don't know about the ups and downs involved. We've been able to get along fine together. We aren't nervous to talk about marriage, and Kayla's already pretty attached to him too.
How could you? You're betraying me? You backstabber! How dare you cheat on me?
Oh, this is rich. Do you really think you have a leg to stand on saying something like that to me? I'm having trouble remembering. Who was the one who was seeing someone else and tried to chase me out of their house? So, if I'm understanding things correctly, your little relationship with that girlfriend of yours didn't work out, huh? So, to decide to try to get in close with me again. I can't believe you would even have the nerve to do something so pathetic. Well, considering how your private life and your job have fallen to pieces, I guess you were thinking, oh no, this has all gone wrong, or something, right? Well, I'm afraid you're too late. Far too late, in fact.
But you still understand my situation, don't you? I'm the victim. I'll say it as much as I need to until you understand. You're the only one I have left. Please, let us start over. Let's become a family again. You're the only one I can ask. It's obvious that I'm a much better man than this other one you're seeing.
Okay, so I was going to just let you whine into the void, but to try to say that? That's utterly impossible. You're trying to say that the man who's close to getting fired is somehow better than a company president? That the man who has a history of cheating on people is better than the man who hates infidelity and has experienced that betrayal himself? You don't have the slightest hope of comparing yourself to someone like him. The difference between you and him is so vast that it's almost impossible to believe that the two of you used to be classmates.
Huh? A classmate?
Do you remember Miles Baker at all? He was one of your classmates in high school.
Miles Baker?
Well, I'm working at the Baker Company as an engineer. The CEO of that company is your classmate, Miles Baker. He's the man I'm currently seeing.
No way. You're not serious. You can't possibly be. This is all a lie to make me jealous.
That's why I've been telling you that you can't hope to compare to him at all. Trying to compare the two of you is like trying to compare a diamond to a speck of dust. And don't forget, if you try to do anything to me or my relationship, you will pay severely. So don't go getting any funny ideas now, got it? It's for your own well-being.
Who do you think you're talking to? I wasn't thinking of doing anything.
Honestly, I'm really happy that he considers me so important to him. He really is doing his best for me, which makes me want to do my best for him. He sounds a whole lot different than a certain someone else I won't mention. Huh. After forcing his former mistress out of his house, Ryan, apparently being completely unable to do any housework for himself, just sold the house in its pathetic state and moved into his mother's old home. There's still a mortgage left to deal with, so I'm pretty sure his life is going to get worse before it gets better. If it ever gets better. Well, both in his old neighborhood and his mom's neighborhood that he moved into. News traveled pretty quickly that an adulterer was moving in, so it sounds like he's been treated pretty coldly by everyone. Meanwhile, I've been working hard at the Baker Company. I'm really happy Kayla has taken such a liking to Miles. It has made everything just that much better. I'm really looking forward to having another shot at family life together. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you felt great after hearing the story, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Please look forward to the next video.